An update tonight on a horrific hazing incident that left a young man from Eden Prairie unable to see, walk, or talk. 2.5 years after alcohol poisoning sent Danny Santulli into cardiac arrest at the University of Missouri, the main defendant in the case has pleaded guilty. Ryan Delante was Danny's pledge father. Court documents say he gave Danny a bottle of vodka and encouraged him to drink the whole thing.
Delante's formal sentencing will be next week. Ian Russell spoke with the Santulli family lawyer following that guilty plea. Ian?
Yeah, Randy, Julie, this isn't the first person to be charged in connection to what happened to Danny Santulli, but this is, like you said, probably one of the biggest. Ryan Delante was Danny's pledge dad, and that night in October of 2021 was supposed to be a pledge dad reveal event. Instead, Danny Santulli will likely require around-the-clock care for the rest of his life, and Ryan Delante will go to jail.
Hi, Danny. New video shared with us today by Danny Santulli's family shows an update, a smile. Something they haven't seen in almost 1,000 days since that night in October 2021 that left Danny Santulli blind, unable to speak, and bound to a wheelchair.
This would be the longest prison term for anybody associated with the hazing event that led to these injuries to Danny.
David Bianchi is the Santulli family attorney and has represented hazing cases across the country. On October 19, 2021, Danny was at the Phi Gamma Delta, or Fiji, fraternity house at the University of Missouri.
Once a year, they gather all the fraternity pledges and they bring them over to the fraternity house.
This specific night in 2021 was Pledge Dad Reveal Night, where fraternity pledges are introduced into the families within the frat. Surveillance camera video of that night shows Danny, along with the other pledges, marching shirtless and blindfolded downstairs into the basement.
Standing right in front of each pledge is the pledge dad for that particular pledge. And Danny Santulli's pledge dad was Ryan Delante. And pursuant to the tradition, the pledge dad then hands the family bottle of alcohol to his pledge.
Santulli was forced to continue drinking. By the time he was taken to the hospital hours later, his blood alcohol level was more than 6 times the legal limit. Ryan Delante pled guilty this past Friday to 1 misdemeanor count of hazing and 1 misdemeanor count of supplying alcohol to a minor. That will carry a penalty of 6 months in jail and 6 months on house arrest.
Does it seem like enough of a penalty for Delante?
Not to me, it doesn't.
Danny, you're smiling.
He'll never walk again. He'll never talk again. He requires 24-hour care for the rest of his life. So if you're asking me, does it seem like enough? Absolutely not.
We reached out to Delante's attorney for a comment but did not hear back. Delante will be sentenced next Friday, and the entire Santulli family, including Danny, will be there for that. They're also working with Missouri lawmakers on Danny's law, which would prevent the first person to call 911 and stay with the hazing victim from being charged with felony hazing. According to Bianchi, not a single person called 911 the night that Danny's life changed. Randy?
All right, Ian, thank you.